I'm sitting and rocking here at South Camp at Mountain Creek Ranch. It is a hot summer day and I'm sitting on the porch here at South Camp at Mountain Creek Ranch. The longhorns are in the field behind me and it's so hot over there with them. I think a lot about the fact that summer is on us. And what was it like when the old-time cowboys had to drive those longhorns across the country? In business, there is something that happens in third quarter that's a legit deal. It's called the third quarter phenomenon. And what it basically means is that when we are in third quarter of trying to attain goals that we've been working on since first quarter, we're 6 months in and we start to look at the next 6 months and go, oh my gosh, I'm hot, I'm tired, I've been at this for a while. And so it's actually a psychological phenomenon that says fatigue sits in, distress sits in, and we say, oh, I'll never make it. So what can we do about third quarter phenomenon? It is pretty hot out here. Think about what it would have been like in the 1800s. The average cattle drive, honestly, it took about 6 months. They went about 600 miles. From the minute the sun came up until the minute the sun went down, they were driving. Can you imagine the third quarter phenomenon that would set in there? When you're like 3/4 of the way through and you're thinking, I'm never going to make it, or halfway at the mark and you think, I've only gone halfway, I still have 300 miles to go. I can't imagine what that felt like. So, what did those masters, those leads on those cattle drives do? They did something amazing that I think we should take a little hint from today in 2025. They did what was called rest and grazing days. They knew that if they just drove those cattle hard every single day and never had a rest and grazing day, that the cattle would lose too much weight, get too skinny, and not be valuable by the time they got to their destination. So they would have rest and grazing days where the cattle could stop and eat fresh grass and rest and bulk up again. At the same time, those cowboys were doing the same thing. Getting out of the sun a little bit, resting a little bit. Why? So they could go even farther the next day and get to their destination. In business, we start in January, we create these annual goals. My clients call those performance agreements. We create the performance agreements and we drive through to try and achieve those goals in a 12-month period. We break them apart into little monthly milestones and we say each month, did you hit it? Did you hit it? Keep going, keep going. Sometimes I think we need a rest and grazing day, not only to rejuvenate, but to vision cast to where we're going. So I want to give you 3 tips on how to not have third quarter phenomenon. One is to break your goals up into smaller measurements, eatable bites that allow you to see that little baby finish line on the way to that massive finish line. I think the second key point is to celebrate your progress. Look at what you have achieved and where you have come. And the third is to allow yourself to pause, maybe on your rest and grazing day, and allow your brain to go to that ultimate finish line where you are hugely successful, and allow yourself to experience what it's going to feel like when you do get the bonus, when your boss says great job, when you're standing on the stage with the trophy and saying, yeah, I did it. I went the 600 miles. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you on the next Tales of Mountain Creek Ranch.